The next day, Will went to participate in the Great Magic Festival, determined to defeat Julius in this grand event. The event started to heat up, my friend. First, the sky race competition began, and the talented Lihana was ahead of everyone. Among the crowd, there were scouts watching everything to pick the right talent for their team. Lihana won the first competition, significantly ahead of the other competitors. Here we see Iris, standing next to the director Calderon. Iris left to cheer for Will. After that, we see Scion getting ready to participate in the crown attack, excited to help Colette after she asked him to join her team just moments before, which made him very happy. He thought that Colette had given up on Will, but was shocked when he saw her sitting with Will. Scion, when Colette asked him to join her team, was only used to participate in the crown attack. The total points of the team members must add up to 2,100 points, and since Scion had a lot of points, Colette tricked him into joining the team just so Will, who had the fewest points, could participate in the crown attack. Scion got angry and asked Will why he was participating in such a high-level event. Suddenly, Julius bursts into the hall and glares angrily at Will while ignoring the guards. Scion was shocked that the powerful Julius disregarded his challenge and focused on the weaker person. At that moment, he realized that Will was not someone to be underestimated, as he threatened his position in this important academy. Mayoso is the commentator for this festival, accompanied by one of the most hated teachers, Edward, who does not analyze students' movements. The commentator Myas was extremely scared because he would be sitting next to this madman. Now the most anticipated event is about to begin. The Crown Assault. A group of the strongest magicians cast their spells into the sky, creating a large magical aura over the place, forming the new battleground for this event. There are 4 areas in this event: the Volcano Zone, the Swamp Zone, the Rocky Terrain Zone, and the Grassy Plain Zone, with a stone ground in the middle. It's a team competition held between cells of 3 people. Each team starts from the outer edge and makes its way toward the central arena. The first team to capture the crown wins the event. Do you think it's that easy, my friend? There is a massive amount of traps in every area that the participating teams pass through, and also, hindering other teams is allowed. The grandeur is on its way, for the real excitement lies in the teams facing each other over who will get the crown first. The most bet-on teams are Team Vignal and Team Julius, while the team everyone considers an early loser is Team Will the Talentless. The crowd laughs at him and wonders how someone so weak could participate in the Crown Assault. Bullying and ridicule toward Will grew louder. Even teacher Werkner was shocked when he saw Will participating in the event. But Will told him, "Even if it makes me laugh, this is the battle I most want to win." Werkner was surprised by Will's seriousness. The Crown Assault began, and all the teams quickly rushed toward the crown. From the start, Team Julius encountered many powerful golems. A vast number of them would take a full day to defeat. But Will surprises everyone by speeding ahead. The crowd laughs at him, thinking he will lose, as he previously failed to even scratch a single golem. Prepare yourself, my friend, for excitement. Will began using her magic against the golem, forming a magical fist in her hand. With a single strike, she obliterated the golem from existence. A terrifying force emanated from her, shocking all the bullies around her, and she continued to destroy the golems one after another. Will attacked with a magical shield glove formed from the power of Colette, Scion himself, who stood in shock at what Will was doing. Will was the first to penetrate the golem's fog, a feat that repeated the previous humiliation, despite her constant training over the past days. However, Wade still outshined her. Will continued to advance until she reached the rugged lands, where traps were activated, attacking her with giant rocks. However, she struck the ground with force and created a shield to protect herself. At the same moment, she summoned dozens of swords and used them to quickly eliminate the traps. In just a few seconds, she destroyed all the traps with incredible speed, leaving the crowd amazed by her extraordinary prowess. "Iris!" shouted at the top of her voice, cheering Will amidst the bullies. The competition was becoming increasingly difficult, yet Will continued to outpace everyone. Even Julius, who was initially lagging behind, got excited when he learned that Will was in the lead and decided to move on his own. Will's team reached the final area, where they were confronted by numerous magical spells. However, Will was incredibly clever, using her sword to make the spells cancel each other out. At this point, Will started thinking about the upcoming encounter with the other team as she got closer to the crown. She decided to set a trap for her opponents, as she was in the lead, with the goal of defeating Julius and choosing a location where she could excel over him. But suddenly, an ice ball hits him, almost piercing his heart. Julius had arrived before him. How? Just a moment ago, he was at the back. Julius used his magic and unleashed hundreds of ice arrows at Will. Will was shocked by what was happening. Everything he had planned went to waste. But then, a surprise. Fire erupted, burning all the ice. Cyan finally decided to show his power. Cyan used a terrifying magical spell that could have burned Will if Colette hadn't protected him. A terrifying force emanated from the place, shaking the entire arena. Will was stunned, and when he looked up, he was even more shocked, for Cyan's power had turned everything to ashes. Cyan advanced towards Will and challenged him to a real duel. Will tried to calm him down and postpone the fight for another time, but Cyan wouldn't listen. He wanted to take revenge on Will here and now. Suddenly, a mountain of ice appeared. Julius escaped from Cyan's devastating attack and attacked Colette, wanting to help her, but Cyan attacked him, saying, "It's time for our fight." Cyan told him, "Grab your sword quickly, you fool." Will, torn between fire and ice, wondered if he should face Julius or Cyan. Will picked up his sword, ready to fight the arrogant Cyan. And there you have it, dear viewers. We've reached the end of today's episode. If you're excited for the next part, hit the like button and share the video everywhere. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel in appreciation of my efforts.